numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, son. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
They're running it.
Darnold from the gun. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
That's another Panthers first down. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Check 31. Check 31. Check. Red 80. Check 9. Check 9. 36. 36. Oh, 80.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Check. 47. Watch the car.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold, he's got it to Williams. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 11.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Through an opening, and there he goes. goes. The 20, 10, and he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Play fake. Murray. That's complete to his receiver, Gadwin. Now the ball comes loose, and the Panthers have recovered. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Darnold. The connection made, it's Graham. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter.
Switch!
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go now. 59,
Right here.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Tackle made that time by Cornell Armstrong.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Check 24.
From the 27, Darnold. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And some space here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put. And Darnold, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And a give this time to the tailback. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. That's caught by Howard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here we go on 4th down. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Hey, 80. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put it there.
Now it's Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Pulled in at the 24. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Devin White in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Hello, 80. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Buccaneer first down.
Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Deuce.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to pour it on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. It got his man. Complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush. A lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. Right, 58, right there. Push him back.
Now a handoff looking right. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Hey, watch the slant. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Hey, come on, oh. Switch. He's checking. Go. Crash. Slam, ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Open man has got one. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. He finds some open field here, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 22 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is the kind of day a running back dreams of. They keep handing him the ball, and he keeps taking it in for touchdowns.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on. You better bring it.
Off of play action, Darnold. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On first down, it's Darnold. Thomas has got it, complete. An excellent pickup at 34 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Now looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers gain a bit of respectability. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Back to throw, Darnold. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Darnold down to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collected, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 13-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 87 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
There you go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
From the 39, Murray on the crossing route. He hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 16. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the draw, it's Wilson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
That's it. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Yeah, that's what I do.
59's Mike. 59.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
And they give this time to the tailback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Come on, D. Kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
2nd down, this is Wilson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of